Welcome again. I'll quickly start up with the post-match press conference. Coach, if you can sum up today's performance.
I would say good game, lots of action, both sides giving its bit to create this good football game, I would say. We knew that we're going to face a good opposition today. We knew that they are going to test our abilities defending, and that's what happened a couple of times, but we defended well. So overall, congratulations to my boys. They stick to the plan. They created enough chances to win the game, more than enough. And I'm sorry for them because they didn't score for very clear opportunities. You know, we had much better chances than Lebanon. That was obvious. That was clear. We deserved to win this game. Didn't happen, but we're gonna make sure that we win it in 3 days' time.
Yes, yes.
Coach, I'm Shrita from Uttar Bangla newspaper. Coach, they were, Lebanon were, they were trying to play physical football today. So, is it a concern for the final?
That's how football is played. We need to get ready for that. All boys like that are waiting us at the Asian Cup. So you could see that we had kind of different approach to them today, that we had many players with a great speed up front, that we had many players with a technical skill in the team. So we wanted to compete with Lebanon in each aspect of the game. That's what we did. And we were better side overall. We deserved. I feel sorry for the fans who came in numbers. I can just use this opportunity to invite them in bigger numbers in 3 days' time, because I promise them we're going to win the next one.
Coach, you tried Ashik as in the middle, then you tried Navem Mohit Singh in the hole as well. So how you like them in a different position?
All these boys, they can play each position front. You know, is it a left winger, right side, number 10 or center forward? All of them can do that because they communicate well between them. They understand each other well, you know. And it was obvious last 20 minutes that Sahal was at the end of his energy, that we needed a fresh blood there. And who better from the bench than Sunil and Naurem, with a lovely touch on the ball, with a good positioning in the middle, and you know that they have that feeling to come in the gaps, receive the ball, turn, and then pass, good passes, you know. So feel sorry we didn't use this chance, because it was obvious that last 20 minutes the goal was like, you could feel it. It's there, but it didn't happen.
Sir.
Coach,
Yes.
you see, today I think the Indian player did not listen to your trainings. They are not according to your training.
Did you watch the trainings? Yeah.
Yes, after your training. And one thing, the ball was not in their control.
In what sense? Which part they didn't follow?
They didn't follow because the ball was not in the control of the players. They can play like a child.
They were trying, and they did many times what we were practicing in the training session. Many times we made a good passes, 3 angles on the side. We came in a position to put good cross, and we didn't make good crosses. You know, this is what's missing in Indian football still, because instead of making C runs and coming inside closer to the goal and having good position on the ball to put the good cross and quality cross for our front players who are attacking the box, we are still running straight with the line, coming to the corner line with the poor body position, and we cannot put good crosses. These crosses like that is easy to defend. You see, we need to keep working on that a lot more, and we need to keep working on finishing. You know, you can come to our training sessions and you will see that most of the boys now, what I'm doing, when they miss the goal, they need to run 1 lap around. Only goalkeeper is there, no defenders. We are practicing. They miss the goal, they need to run, and many of them run. Many of them run. You know, it's not being done in the development program here. They missed that part, and that's why our football is suffering, and we don't have these boys on the center forward position. They are sacrificed for someone else, and that's not interest of the national team. We need to change things, guys. We need to change things here if we want to start scoring more goals and having more exciting team. That's it.
Was it the reason that we did not see much of action in in the absence of fans?
No, I wouldn't say so. You know, we are trying to teach them now not to rush if the position is not right. It's better to hold possession on the ball, to switch the sides and look for the gaps on another side, you know. So you cannot go every time in the same way, you know. You need to keep moving, changing position, creating the spaces where you're going to make runs in, and then when you create that, that's quality. If you go every time like this, it's easy for the opposition. You're going to kill your players, and after 20 minutes you will just fall down. So that's what we are learning at the moment also, you know, how to feel the intensity of the game and how to find these gaps and make sure that we stay fresh and free to run back when there is a counter-attacks, because we are playing against good sides now, you know.
One thing is that, as you already mentioned before the tournament, that you want to solidify your defense. Now, Sandesh become the man of the match. Are you satisfied with the whole kind of defensive quality you have now?
Listen, this is the 5th game in a row with a clean sheet. Even if you play against 200 ranked teams, you concede goals. But you can see how far we went with the discipline in defending, that we are not allowing our opponents, never mind who they are, to create chances. Today, they had one clear chance, but this is Lebanon. One chance. Mongolia and Vanuatu, none. Didn't come even close to the goal. So that's what we are building on. That's the base. That's fundamental. You know, keeping clean sheets and making sure we're gonna make and create chances against anyone. You can be sure.
Coach, how will you defend like the missed opportunity since the beginning of the match? Like also
How I'm gonna defend? I don't need to defend anything.
Since you are
Let's
playing
need to defend someone else. Okay.
Since you are playing same opponent, the next game in final, so what will be your strategy?
I don't think about that. Just concentrate on my boys and what they need to do. Other things I'm not interested in, you know. I'm trying to help them to rise up in their game, to have faith in what they do, to have a clear idea about where they need to be when the ball is here, when the ball is there, you know, to know about each second of the game, what's their position and what's their responsibility on the pitch. And as far as I'm concerned, India today looks as very organized side, very disciplined, very compact, with clear idea what needs to be done, and with many different players for use. And that's richness. That's not weakness. That's what we call in football richness. You are rich when you have so many players to choose of. People here are still speaking about experiments, speaking about not finding same 11, this and that. You know, I cannot keep giving lectures here. We are rich with players, and I need to keep using them, guys. I need to keep using them. They are wonderful, you know.
Coach, back-to-back 2 games, we saw that a lot of attacks were coming down the left line. But the right line, a lot of attacks were coming down the line, left of the left wing. But the same wasn't the case from the right line. So how you read that part of the game?
No. We had same amount of attacks from both sides, but I'm not sure. Did you notice difference? Chante was coming inside many times. But we were insisting on Udanta to take more runs in behind, you know, and we had few variety of patterns today which we were using, and the boys did well. That was actually, they stick to the plan, you know. You could see that Chante was clearly phenomenal for first 45 minutes. 10, excellent, you know, controlling the ball, turning players, creating their situations and all that. In the second half, of course, energy is coming down. You need to be patient, you need to wait, but defensively each one of them has done the work. Not a single time their fullback ran away from them or created anything to us. Their fullbacks were dead today. They disappeared. They were afraid of Udanta and Chante, and that's what we want. we want to bring the fear to the opposition fullbacks so they don't come forward. They need to think more about these guys we are putting there, which are dangerous. So that's what I'm happy about.
Any more questions?
Coach, how satisfied you are with the Team India till now performances? Because the last 7 games, India won in home conditions. And what are the plans for the final game? And are the same Sunil Chetri playing 11?
No, we'll see first how the boys feel. We'll see first how they feel, how they recover. I know that. I'm not thinking about names, you know. I might start with Sunil, but I might not. I'll decide the last day when I see how they feel, how are the legs, you know. It's certain that we need Ashik's energy there. He was fantastic today. He disturbed their build-up so much that they didn't know who to pass the ball, where to pass the ball. And that's precious for us, you know. So we'll see how the boys handle next 2 days and who is fresh enough. But I'm not afraid. Whoever is in best situation, he will play. We shouldn't be afraid of it.
Of course, we would have liked or would have wanted to win. Same goes for Lebanon. I think they also came for the win, and I think we created enough chances. That's a good side. That's a positive. But like we spoke in the dressing room among the lads as well, we want to keep improving in every game. And we played Mongolia. Our target was to get better when we play Vanuatu, and today was to go another few steps up rather than going steps back. So judging based on that, we achieved that objective. 0-0 clean sheet is a solid base for any team going forward in your pursuit of getting better as a team in the longer run. So a lot of positives and a lot of things we know we can improve. And that's the beauty of football. You keep realizing how good you can be if you work on your own weaknesses. And so overall, I would say there was a good learning experience in this game.
So, again, you are the only constant in the 3 games. The entire squad was rotated in every match. You were the only constant. So tell us about the faith Stimac shows in you. And there are 7 teams to show for it.
What will you write about this? The veteran Sandesh Jhingan played 3 games like this, huh? How old I am, first of all, I'll ask you all. I'm just 29. And the way you all write, veteran, old. My God. Crazy, eh?
50 caps from the age of 29 years.
Not bad, huh? Thank you. But yeah, of course, as an individual, as an athlete, as a part of the national team, you feel always good when the coach puts the trust in you. But we knew the changes were because they were, back-to-back games, and I don't know why the coach put me, to be honest. You need to ask him for the 3 games. But every call I get in the camp, I offer a prayer to the gods every time, even till date now, when I get the message that I am called up for the camp in the probables. I offer a prayer. I thank the Lord. Every time I make it to the 23 or 26, I offer a prayer to the Lord. I call my mom. I say, even till date, I've been in the national team for 10 years. I call my mother and I say, I made it to 23. When I get my name picked up in the starting 11, I offer a prayer. I call my mom, even now, till date, in the club level as well, in the national team especially. I call her and I say, today I'm playing. God bless me again to have the opportunity. Because as a kid, when I was in Chandigarh, the only dream which kept me awake till, there's a very fine saying from Abdul Kalam that dreams are not what you see when you're sleeping, it's the one which keep you awake. I had this dream constantly haunting me that I have to play for the country, I have to stand there, I have to sing the national anthem. You almost have heard that story when I didn't sing the national anthem for 5 years, when I was injured from 2010 to 15, when I was under 17s. So every time I get a chance to play for the country, be it, even if I have to play every day, even if my half a body is in the grave or whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as I'm getting a chance to play for the country, I feel the most humble, I feel the most blessed, and I always take it as a blessing and keep doing my service for the glory of this great country.
I'm Amitav, I work for the Hindu newspaper.
Yeah.
We have been keeping a lot of clean sheets. So what do you say about the Indian defense right now?
I think it would be really, really selfish if I would just give the credit of the clean sheet just to the defense. If you analyze football, if you look into the details of any game, it's never just the defense. Of course, we have when there's a clean sheet, we get the prize and we get the praise. Same goes when we score a goal. The praise goes all to the striker and all the headlines, the front page news. It's all for the strikers. But for any team to do well constantly in a longer run, if I just take our nation, when I made my debut, 175 we were. So you want to see the growth of the nation in a longer run. So it's been 8 years since I made my debut. We've come to 9,900, I don't know. Kept some 20, 25, 30 clean sheets, I think, in 50 appearances and the other games as well when I was not part of it. So you see it's a constant gradual growth in terms of keeping clean sheets and scoring goals and winning trophies. So how will you evaluate or take out the fruit from it? It is that the whole camaraderie among the squad. If my number 9 doesn't press their centre backs, if my number 6 today, for example, Jackson, or my 8 and my 10, Sahala and Thapa, don't close down the midfield, maybe one game you back 4 can keep a clean sheet and you all might say, they were heroes. But on a constant level, on every week, you can't do that. That's impossible. Same goes for scoring goals. One game, Sunil Bhai might score a hat-trick or 6 goals in a game and he'll take the limelight. But in a longer run, for both sides of the game, if we don't provide quality balls to the midfield and midfield to the strikers, will not succeed, will not score goals. So credit to the whole team for the defending and scoring goals, and to the coaching staff, because they lay out the training plan where we have to implement it, improve from it, and then practice it on the pitch. So, but yeah, we know our limits, we know our strengths, and just gotta keep improving. Like I said, each game, each training session is a process to get better, and we shouldn't boost ourselves way too much. Still haven't won the final, still the SAF Cup is ahead, and I know how critical everyone can be if you don't achieve that. So just stay humble, keep working hard, that's it.
Just following question.
Yeah.
Having said that, do you think the level of confidence of the team is higher compared to maybe some time before?
It's always been high as long as I've been here for the past 8 years. One thing I've always stressed, regardless of the results, sometimes they've been good, sometimes they've been brilliant. One thing which should never change is the mentality. I always believe, and I always tell the boys and the group, I've been part of 3 batches. Now, even when I came as a kid in 2013, I had a little bit voice. Of course, I was not allowed to talk too much in the dressing room. But I always, whenever I get the chance to speak, I always like, can beat Brazil in a given day if we work for it, if we aim for it. Just about aiming always high. So when the results go up and down, your focus or your plan to achieve greatness, to make history, shouldn't get affected. Of course, you gotta learn from the defeats. You gotta stay humble when you do well, but there is always a learning process in both sides. So when you focus on that, there will be praises, there will be criticism, and like the Buddha said, never let both affect the poise of your mind. You just stay focused on your goal. So if you can do that, I think you always stay confident and you stay focused.
Yeah.
Sandesh, I am Shushmita from Sandesh newspaper. Sandesh, I wanted to ask what I missed yesterday.
Yeah.
So, Sandesh, Australia is played against Argentina. And
What was the result?
Yeah, and you are preparing for the Asian.
2-0.
They lost 2-0.
Messi scored, no?
Yeah. So, and you are playing against Vanuatu, Mongolia, and Lebanon is a better team. But so do you really think it is helpful for you for the Asian Cup?
First of all, would be happy if you wouldn't be playing any games. It's always a way of life, whether you look at the glass half empty or half full. So I'm happy that we are getting games. And it's very I personally find it very disrespectful when people say, "Are you playing?" For this instance, Mongolia, they are what 160, and I say we were 175. 2015, I got a tattoo of that day when I made my debut. 12th of March 2015, we were 175. I think probably we were lower than Vanuatu and Mongolia. We made this journey to wherever we are right now. I think more of the focus, first of all, should be that well done to all the batches who have been involved, to all the players who have been involved, from where we started to where we are right now. The teams who were same ranking 8 years ago, for us, for the normal public, they feel like they're smaller games. But we have been there, so we know we've worked hard. So no game is easy, and every game, it always depends on you. If you take it lightly, even a country like us, when we were 175, we could upset anyone, and we did some upsets back then. So you gotta take every game seriously, and of course, Australia, the world ranking is a lot higher, so for them to arrange them games is easier. What Mr. Kalyan sir is doing and Shaji sir also doing, I think is brilliant. We're getting a lot of games. I think that's a big positive. Now we got about 9 games in span of I don't know how many days, but we as athletes, as footballers, want to play as many games. Lebanon is a good side. So was Vanuatu, so was Mongolia. Because trust me, being on the pitch, you never find an easy game. You always get better. So it's all about how you look at the situation. And yeah, we would love to play Argentina as well, but if they would agree, I would love to mark Messi, but it's a gradual. It takes steps to get there. They need to be willing to play, but I'm happy that we are playing a lot of games.
After playing Lebanon now in the last match actually, how do you plan your final now? Because you know this now. How do you go to the final?
Right now, I just did a ice bath for 10 minutes. The water was still here. My brain is not working so well right now. I'm so tired, to be honest. Just gotta recover well right now. It's two sides of a coin. They must have learned few things. We also did some things from there, how they do it. But right now it's all about recovery because it's so important. In just 72 hours, we're going to play them again. And so recovery is the main focus. Get everyone back on track. Get over the small niggles. And then the plan, we completely trust what our boss will plan out because his plans are always perfect. And you'll give us that in the training tomorrow, and day after you'll be there to see it. And our job is just to do what he says and implement it on the pitch and use our footballing brains as well and get the job done.
Last question, please.
So, you just read that, you were being modest over there when you said that the entire team had a role to play in the defense. But today itself there were 2 crucial moves I can think of that I can recall. When you had a super block, diving block was there.
Yeah.
And there was this crucial interception during a counter attack as well. 2 crucial moments.
Yeah.
How you reflect on those 2 individual moments?
I think that's why the coach picks me. If I won't even do that, I'll be on the bench. Obviously not in the national team, but it's just part of my job. I think I'm not being modest. I genuinely believe this. Even when I'm in my club level, from the day when I'm in the national team, I always stress this. One man, this is not a sport where one man can do it all. Even Messi needs those players around him in the World Cup to do the work. He needed Alvarez, he needed Enzo, he needed Otamendi, he needed the goalkeeper, I forgot his name, sorry. Martinez, yeah, sorry. So this sport, it's never, if I made the block and you say, oh, it's okay, because in camera it's always, it's zoomed and you've seen the camera. It's because I knew Pujari is taking that man behind. Jackson would come back if the cutback is much more deeper. So they make the job easy for me, and then my only soul, because I told Anbhai, watch your left shoulder, don't let the ball come there, because I'm going to go 100% for the block. If the ball goes from my left side, he is going to have a tap in. So it's credit to him, he made sure the ball doesn't come from that angle. Pujari giving me the confidence, if it's a chip ball, he'll take care of it. So deeper cutback, Jackson is going to be there, or if it's just a blind hang up, Amrinder is going to come. So my sole job was, nearest man, number 9, get on the ball. So I'm not being modest, it's genuinely a team.
Do you feel that you
About with Lebanon.
Tackles. In the individual batting with tackles.
I never take it that way. It's so unfair, because I've been on the other side of it. You stop a striker for 90 minutes, in the ISL especially, you do your best, you're winning all the headers, you're winning all the tackles, your positioning has been one of the finest in the games, and one, you're on the right side, the ball goes on the left side, there's a ricochet and he toe pokes the ball in and everyone says, oh, he scored, and then they make pictures, he win, the centre back lost. I don't believe in that. It's pointless. According to me, I might be wrong, but I find it stupid. It's just keeping a clean sheet against a good opponent, and it's not only about the number 9, it's the whole squad. The number 7 is a top player, I think. I want to agree to that. The whole team is very good, so we are. So I never focus on one, because he can any striker in the world can toe a goal from the other side of the pitch when you're not there, and then they'll make pictures that, oh, he beat Sandesh Jhingan, and they'll put you down on the floor and he's standing on you. So I don't believe in that.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Sandesh, for being here.
Thank you guys. Good night.